topic that I will be covering for this video is obesity and COVID-19. My research question is, how does diet-induced obesity affect your susceptibility of COVID-19? How is obesity measured? According to the CDC, obesity is defined as having a body mass index, or BMI, between 30 and less than 40 kilograms per square meter. Severe obesity is defined as having a BMI of 40 kilograms per square meter or above. Obesity occurs when there is an extreme overconsumption of energy and not enough energy is being used to match energy intake. The body then stores the excess energy as fat. The Western diet, which is high in saturated fats, sugars, and refined carbohydrates, is a huge contributor to obesity in America. People are constantly eating processed foods and fried foods. Health risks of being obese include cardiovascular disease, hypertension, diabetes, and other chronic diseases. We already know that people with underlying health conditions are at increase for COVID-19. The CDC is also saying that obesity alone may increase your chances of getting severely ill from COVID-19, which is why now more than ever it is important to have a healthy diet. How does diet-induced obesity affect your body? The Western diet consumption activates the innate immune system and impairs adaptive immunity, leading to chronic inflammation and impaired host defense against viruses. Furthermore, peripheral inflammation caused by COVID-19 may have long-term consequences in those that recover, leading to chronic medical conditions such as dementia and neurodegenerative disease, likely through neuroinflammatory mechanisms that can be compounded by an unhealthy diet. The innate immune system is our first line of defense and gives an immediate response. They defend against all pathogens, but they have no immunological memory, meaning it will not remember previous antigens that the body has discovered. The adaptive immune system is the second line of defense, and it takes longer to respond and only defends against specific pathogens. The response is long-term, and it is more accurate than the innate immune system. The adaptive immune system also has the ability to remember pathogens that have been exposed to the body, and it will respond quicker the next time it encounters that same pathogen. This is why the adaptive immune system is important, and if it is inhibited, the body will have to rely on the innate immune system, which is not as accurate. How does diet-induced obesity affect risk of COVID-19? In the article, The Impact of Nutrition on COVID-19 Susceptibility and Long-Term Consequences, Butler cited a study that was conducted on mice in which high consumption of saturated fats in mice increased macrophage infiltration to lung tissue, specifically in the alveoli. This is especially relevant to COVID-19 patients given the high rate of infection among lung alveolar epithelial cells and the involvement of lung tissue inflammation and alveolar damage in COVID-19 pathology. Recommendations for healthier diet. Start off by decreasing consumption of saturated fats and sugar. You can do this by reducing the amount of meat and dairy products consumed, for they contain high amounts of saturated fats. You can also exchange sugary beverages for water. You can also increase consumption of foods rich in fiber, whole grains, unsaturated fats, and antioxidants. Beans, broccoli, apples, and whole grains are just some examples of foods high in fiber. And I'm sure most of you have heard the saying, make half your grains whole grains. And you can do this by eating whole wheat bread, bagels, pasta, brown rice, the list goes on. Avocados, nuts, olive oil, all contain unsaturated fats. Kale, blueberries, strawberries, pecans are just some examples of food containing antioxidants. My Plate is a useful tool for determining how much of each food group you should be eating because it offers helpful ideas and tips on how to create a healthier eating style. Last on the list is exercising regularly. It's important to exercise regularly along with a healthy diet. Especially now with COVID, a lot of people are staying inside most days of the week, which is why it's important to maintain physical activity even inside your home. If possible, try just walking around for 30 minutes a day. While stuck inside, try to find an activity that you find interesting, whether it be yoga, Zumba, or even following a workout video on YouTube. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you stay active. And remember that you won't be able to change your lifestyle habits in one day, and it is important to start off with small changes and work your way up. Trying to change everything at once can be overwhelming and discouraging. Thanks for watching.